One thing I've noticed is that a lot of people will buy a rawhide drum and they don't fully understand how to take care of it. Rawhide is a living material, and it is affected by humidity. It's affected by heat, and they can be kind of temperamental. Uh, the rawhide, what typically happens is the rawhide will expand with the cold or water, and it will constrict with the heat. And so it sometimes, if the weather's really humid outside, it can make the drum kind of like very loose or dead sounding. If it's really hot and the drum gets hot, then it can make the drum sound kind of pingy and real high toned. So some of the ways that you can care for the drum is just to make sure that when you're storing your drum, that you don't store it in a hot environment. To make sure it's in a warm environment. Don't put it over a heater vent, or don't, if you're hanging it up, don't put it in over a heater vent, or a radiator, or I have electric heaters on my walls, so don't put it on that, or above that. Try to keep it in a room that's going to be a pretty even temperature. Another thing is when you can store them on the wall, as you can see, I have some on the wall here, but you can store them. You can also store them in a bag. You can keep them in a bag, and that way it will help it to keep it at an even temperature. The other thing is just to if it gets real hot, if the drum gets hot, let it cool down gradually, or you can add a little bit of water to it. If you need to tone your drum, you want to tune it up a little bit, you can add a little bit of water to the head of the drum. So like I have this drum here, just right on the face of the drum. You can add some water to it, and that will help to tone it up. And you just would keep doing that. Add a little bit of water, rub it in, add a little bit of water, rub it in, and that will help to loosen it up a little bit so that it's not so tight. Now, if it gets too cold, sometimes you can take just a blow dryer and just kind of, run it over your drum. Be really careful with that. Don't get it too hot, because you don't want it to break. When they get too hot, what happens is they constrict, and they will break the hoop on the inside. I've seen them break the hoop. I've seen them break, out here. So just be careful with that. They can be repaired, but it's best if you if you try to be careful and don't do that. So those are a couple of tips I thought I would share with you. If you have any questions, let me know, and talk to you soon.